What's going on, guys? What's going on, everybody? So, Steph Curry and LeBron James almost teamed up together on the Golden State Warriors or on the Los Angeles Lakers. And Rich Paul pulled the plug on the trade. And we saw LeBron and Steph have some amazing chemistry on the basketball court in the Olympics. And I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. If you have Steph Curry, LeBron James, who met in the NBA Finals 4 or 5 times, and you have the best 3 point shooter that has the all time 3 point record and has 2 MVPs, 4 championships, and Steph Curry, the and you have LeBron James who has 4 MVPs, 4 championships, 4 championships, 4 championships, and 4 championships, and 4 MVPs, and the all-time scoring record, and LeBron James. I would say if Rich Paul never pulled this trade, it would go down. We would see a mean duel because we saw we saw how Steph Curry and LeBron James is. Um, we saw Steph Curry and LeBron James's chemistry on the court in the Olympics. And I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. If you have Steph Curry and LeBron James who met in the finals 5 or 4 times, and Steph Curry won 4 of them in their finals appearance between these two, and you're telling me you have a chance to get LeBron James on the Warriors or Steph Curry on the Lakers to team up together. And we know that Steph Curry wants to team up with LeBron James. And we know that LeBron James is about to play with Bronny. We know that LeBron James is about to play with Bronny in the NBA. And I would say if Kevin Durant decides to say, "Hey, I want to join Steph and LeBron in Golden State or in Los Angeles," that will be a mean trio because when you have three Hall of Famers on the court that we saw their we saw their chemistry on the floor. We saw their chemistry on the floor. And we have to give a lot of credit for to them for winning gold. And I'm definitely going to say this. It's that I think we need to start playing that Team USA trio and that Team USA trio with Steph, LeBron, and Kevin Durant in the conversation with the Dream Team duo and Jordan, Magic, Bird, in the discussion with the trio of the Redeem Team with Steph with in the Redeem Team with Kobe, with the great Kobe Bryant and LeBron James and D Wade. We have to put that in the conversation. We have to put that team in that duel that we saw this Olympics in the conversation. And I know some people are going to say that, well, LeBron went to Miami. LeBron went to Miami to win championships. Yeah, but he also went back to the Cavs to win a championship. And I'm going to say this. Is that LeBron James and Kevin Durant shook up free agency, how we look at it today, because it's more like Durant joined a 73-9 Warriors team. A 73-9 Warriors team. And Brian joined a nine. Brian joined a Miami Heat team, but they had different big threes when Amron and KD left their other teams. And I'm going to say this. If you have a chance to get Steph Curry, LeBron James, and Steph Curry on the same team, I would say that would be a mean duel. And that team would win a championship. Because what if this trade actually comes up again and Steph Curry gets traded to the Los Angeles Lakers, or LeBron gets traded to the Warriors? Because we know that Klay Thompson left the Warriors. Klay Thompson left the Warriors. Klay Thompson left the Warriors and went to the Dallas Mavericks. And we all know that LeBron wants to play with Steph. We know that Draymond Green wants to play with LeBron. So I would say if you had this duo, LeBron and Steph, and Kevin Durant says, I want to go and play with Bron and Steph wherever they're at, either Miami or either Los Angeles or Golden State. That would be a mean trio, because we saw what LeBron, Kevin Durant did in the Olympics. And LeBron's about to get ready to play with Bronny. And I'm going to say this. If Steph goes to the Lakers, or if LeBron decides to ask for a trade to go to the Warriors, because Steph is on a 1-year deal. And I'm going to say this. I think if LeBron gets traded there, if he decides to get traded there, or Steph Curry decides to get traded there, Steph Curry decides to get traded to the Lakers, and we see these two team up, I definitely see Kevin Durant teaming up with um with I definitely see Kevin Durant teaming up with LeBron and Steph if it's in Los Angeles or if it's in Golden State. Because I definitely don't see if LeBron decides to ask for a trade, I don't see the Lakers giving up Anthony Davis. I don't see that because if LeBron asks for a trade to go to the Warriors, I think you would have Steph Curry, you would have Draymond Green, you would have LeBron James. And I'm going to say this, is that I don't see the Lakers, if that happens, I don't see the Lakers trading Anthony Davis for Steph Curry. I don't see that happening because the Lakers, if this trade does happen, I see the Lakers keeping Anthony Davis because you need somebody that you need to build around, And I think if LeBron goes to play with Steph or Steph goes to play with LeBron, I would say that the Lakers would keep Anthony Davis, but we would also need to look at the other side of things. Would KD join the Warriors? Because I was thinking this when I was watching the Olympics, on how super teams in the past were built. And we have a super team in Phoenix with Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, Kevin Durant. We saw a super team with LeBron James, D Wade, Chris Bosh. We saw a super team in Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson. We saw a bunch of super teams that I can name, and we saw a super team in Dennis Rodman and Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. We saw a lot of super teams. If this trade does happen, I do see Kevin Durant going to either the Warriors or the Lakers to team up with Steph, or LeBron to team up with Steph and LeBron, I would say. Because if you had Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, LeBron James, that's a mean trio right there because you have 3 Hall of Famers. And I definitely think this would change the whole NBA. And this team could win a chip. And I definitely think when you look at it, you gotta say if Steph and LeBron do team up together before the end of their careers, we could possibly see them win a championship if this trade happens. If trade talks happens up again. But we know that we see we know that Steph is loyal to the Golden State Warriors. Like we don't see a lot of NBA players that are loyal in the NBA. Like we saw Tim Duncan, who was loyal to the Spurs, Dirk, who was loyal to the Mavericks, the great Kobe Bryant, who was loyal to the Los Angeles Lakers. And now we're seeing Steph, who's still loyal to the Warriors, but now it's like a big conversation. A big conversation. Will the Warriors trade for LeBron to team up with Steph? Or will the Lakers, will the Warriors, trade for LeBron to team up with Steph? Or will the Lakers trade for Steph Curry to team up with Steph? I mean, would the Warriors trade? What I mean is, would the Warriors trade Steph to team up with LeBron? This would be very interesting to see. But guys, sub if you're new and never give up your dreams. And I hope all of you guys are safe out there. And stay blessed, everybody, and peace.